What's going on, all you beautiful people? This is Manufactured Opinion here, bringing you another No Kuni video. And today we're talking about an easy strategy that you can employ to steal yourself some wonderful and delicious loot. I know in some of the RPGs that I've played that grant me the ability to steal stuff, usually becomes one of my favorite features of the game, mostly because of the challenge and the strategy that is involved. But also because I am human, and I want the best possible stuff with the least amount of effort and time involved. So that will be the focus of this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I feel like I got a really good strategy here for you guys. So let's hop right in. First and foremost, you saw that I was skipping through the creature compendium there a few seconds ago. And I landed on the Tin Man. There's no real special reason why I'm using the Tin Man. I just needed the drill screw for one of the quests that I was on. But if you take notice, there are some enemies with 2 items that can drop and some enemies with 3 items that can drop, and I'll get into that a little bit later in the video. But as you can see, the beginning of this fight, I immediately switched to Swain, and I changed the tactics for Oliver and Esther to do nothing. Now obviously you can do this in a previous fight, so you don't have to do it at the beginning of the fight that you're looking to steal something in. And just another side note, you should probably just set everybody to do nothing and just use them the way you want to, because the AI can get pretty iffy in some of these later game fights. But I guess that's a topic for a different video. So anyways, I switched to Swain, and then I switched Oliver and Esther to do nothing, which you can obviously do before the fight. And what you're going to want to do is, and just in case you're wondering why, the reason why I switched Oliver and Esther to do nothing is because I obviously don't want them to kill the Tin Man before I'm able to steal the item that I want, in this case, the drill screw. And what you see me doing here is I'm attacking an enemy that isn't the Tin Man, and I'm trying to either get a counterattack or a defend, so a golden glim can pop up, and I can use the miracle move, Light Fingers, which gives me a 100% chance to steal a rare item off the enemy I use it on. And obviously, this is just a great strategy to use instead of trying to... Obviously, if I kept fighting the Tin Man over and over and over again, a drill screw would have dropped. But it's 10 times easier if I just spend a little extra time trying to get the golden glim so I can get a 100% chance of just getting it the first try, or the second try, or the third try, instead of, fighting him over and over and over again. And just another side note, if you're going to be doing this, depending on the level enemies that you're fighting, if you're fighting lower level enemies, make sure that you equip Swain with some low level equipment so you don't kill them all very quickly, or kill the enemies that isn't the enemy that you're trying to steal off of very quickly. And also make sure that you equip Esther and Oliver with some very bulky familiars in their first slots, just so they're not dying out and you have to run away, you have to heal them up, and you're not focusing on completely focusing on stealing. And last but not least, like I said, there are those enemies with either 2 items or 3 items. Most of the time you're going to find if you fight the enemy with 2 items, you're going to get that second item when you use Light Fingers. And when you're fighting enemies with 3 items, you're going to get that third item with Light Fingers. But there was one case, I was fighting a Bone Ranger, and I got a Sturdy Shin Bone, which isn't even on the items dropped list. So I don't know what was up with that, but every other enemy that I've fought, I've either gotten the second item if they have 2 items dropped, or the third item if they have 3 items dropped. So that's another thing to keep in mind as well. And obviously, this becomes great for some of those late game alchemy formulas, and some of those other rare items that you need later on in the game. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. I hope you're enjoying No Kuni, and as always, enjoy life, everybody. I'll talk to you later.